How are you?
Hi, everybody. How are you today? I guess Perry had to make a quick stop.
I'm back.
are
Sorry for
you
that.
are you good?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay. Hi, Yvette. Thank you for becoming a member. All right, you guys. So we got to talk about this Palmer stuff. It's been going down heavy since last night. The story broke late in the evening. I think it was like 8 o'clock here, maybe 11 on the East Coast. But we got on the story right away. Really start talking to people, doing deep dives, finding out what's going on. So yesterday I made a video pretty much supporting Kiki's claims. I mean, it is what it is. So she's saying, well, no, listen, according to the rumors, it's been going on for a long time. About 6 months into the relationship, he started putting his hands on her. You okay, Perry?
Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah, no, I was just adjusting my speaker.
Okay. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Is it a delay?
Oh no, I can hear you.
Okay. So about 6 months into the relationship, he's been putting his hands on her. And that's not cool. Now, no man or woman, anybody should put their hands on anybody. But this is the part of the story that really tripped me out is Keke Palmer is caught up in the cycle of abuse. And when you're caught up in this cycle, it sounds strange, but you keep going back for more. Now, I know a lot, not a lot, but I know people very close to me that are caught up in the cycle of abuse. When you're caught up in a cycle of anything, you just don't see clearly. Okay. And, you know, Keke had this traumatic childhood. Go check out my deep dive. It doesn't excuse her. You got to have some accountability. People don't understand it. So, what happens is if you don't understand it, you criticize it.
Right.
But you have to remember when you're going through the throes of anything, addiction, spending money, I don't know. People don't know when you're making mistakes or you wouldn't make the mistakes. Now, I have a tendency to be very light on people and very forgiving, and I get it. You know, I need to be sterner, but I'm real compassionate with people because mistakes happen. Now, he hit her, according to the rumors, before she even got pregnant. And then 3 months into the relationship, when this other girl comes out, her name was Taylor Marie, saying that he made her have the abortion or in the pregnancy. I don't like to use that word. In the pregnancy, like that's a warning sign too. Like I don't need if you had an ex that come back and says something so serious, you know.
Uh,
But anyway, but finally after a while, especially after the baby, she started confiding into her mother and family members. And they're saying that too many of her friends didn't know. And she came out and made a public statement asking people, the fans, us, to stay out of her business. Now,
yeah.
no, no, we're not going to stay out of your business. Number one, because you're a public figure. But number two, something like this needs to be talked about because you're not the only victim, Keke. And I don't know. I just feel like if you know that someone's being a victim, you should speak out. Okay, so that was yesterday's news. So we're all caught up on that, right? Did I miss anything? The brother came out. So the brother, he's got a funky name. I can't.
Sahona or something. What is it?
Yeah, he's got a
Oh,
fucking. So the brother came out yesterday, fighting with the mom, just saying really vile stuff. And I'm just assuming that you guys all know about this because it's been everywhere. I want to get to today's news. There's according to rumors, they're saying that he acts just like Darius, except Darius is worse. He's been known in the past to mooch off of women, put his hands on other women, and the family protects him. And there's in the brother, what is his name? I cannot pronounce this boy's name. He's on a TV show called Insecure. It's a real famous show, but I cannot say that damn name.
I think it's Sue only.
Sharon Vias. I'm sorry,
Something like that.
that's very professional. But anyway, uh, in my video that I made yesterday talking about the brother's behavior and the things that he's done, listen, I believe the brother has put his hands on women also. These women are so scared of him. Like when he was in the scandal of him getting a woman on the set pregnant, her name was Dominique Perry, and you had a girlfriend named Kaylin, and then you scare the living daylights out of her. I think they both put hands on women. Now, do I have proof for the brother? No. Do we have proof for Darius? Yes. Those damn pictures do not lie. They do not lie. I don't even know if I could put up the stills. Let me see. And I'm not going to take the chance, but we've all seen them. That was yesterday's news. We all seen the stills. We all read the police reports. It matches up verbatim to the pictures. The mom, you're going to call the mom a liar? The family? No. He did something. And then just his character itself. So you got other women in the past saying that you put your hands on them. They're explaining you as a mooch. You never had a job. They're saying that he lied about being a physical trainer, a personal trainer. How you this old in life and your ass ain't had no job?
Yeah.
But I'm trying to be fair because I gotta cuss out. I got a cuss out email, a DM today telling me that I'm always biased and I'm just automatically jumping on the side of the woman and I'm not trying to be fair. I am being fair, but when I hear that you don't have a job, that makes the hairs on the back of my neck stand up. You too old to have a job. How you been taking care of yourself? Then we hear the rumors that you've been mooching off of women before, and we hear the rumors that you specifically chose Keke because you thought she had the most money. I'm being fair, but what am I supposed to comment? How am I supposed to comment on that? Okay, let's talk about what's going on today. Okay, so now I hope I got it all in because we got to talk about today. Because I'm being fair. And let me tell you how I'm being fair. If I wasn't being fair, I wouldn't talk about the other side of the story, which is today's topic. Because this is some bullshit, if you ask me. I wouldn't talk about the other side of the story. So today, the rumors are that the brother, can't think of his name, and the family, I'm going to say his family, Darius' family has gotten together with a group of friends and they say that they all should support Darius. So they're going around telling people that Keke is a liar. She's manipulative. She's staging these things to make it look like that he was being hit. They're saying that he's saying that he never put his hands on her. He said that they were fighting over a phone. I can't with him.
Right.
They were fighting over a phone, and the pictures make it look worse, and she's being manipulative because she doesn't want to have to pay child support. Oh my God. It doesn't make sense to me. And I'm being fair. I'm telling your side of the story that she's just a manipulative person and she just wants you out of her life. Oh, I was on a different screen. Thank you, April, for becoming a member. DV eats away at your self-esteem like acid. Okay, so we got that. So the friends are going around pretty much bad mouthing her. Bad mouthing her, saying things like, if it was that bad, why did she stay?
Right.
That's what most people that don't understand DV will say. Like, yeah, if somebody's treating you bad, why are you sticking around? But it's a cycle. So I had one year I was covering the Real Housewives of New Jersey, and I had a therapist come on, and she was talking about the cycle of DV. The love bombing. First of all, the love bombing has to occur in the beginning. Like, it's overkill. You're the best. We're together all the time. Then the gaslighting. It's a cycle. And if you're not familiar with what the cycle is, if you've been a child actress your entire life, you really haven't been out in the real world. You're working all the time, so you got to let kids be kids. I mean, I understand some of them are brilliant actors and stuff, but at some time in your life, going to school is very beneficial. You learn all kind of stuff in school. Even though years later you realize high school is just the worst time in your life, but you
Right.
got to go to school. You got to mingle with other people. You have to learn how to date boys and stuff like that. So I'm not being extra soft on Keke. This is a fact. If you aren't allowed the opportunity to grow because you're working, being responsible. I'm not yelling at Keke's mom, but you're making her responsible for the entire family. She's been paying for the family, in charge of the finances since age 10.
Mm.
I'm just saying here, age 10, you should just be glad she's talking to you, because childhood has to happen. All of these little experiences that we consider dumb when you get older has to take place. She doesn't even know how to pick a man. I'm not dragging them all. I'm just saying this comes with being a childhood star. I mean, I just can't imagine. I feel pressure as an adult when I got to take care of my whole family. I got a lot of people in my family I'm responsible for. And I'm 53. And sometimes like, wow, this is a lot. 10. So, so you got some people saying, why are you talking about it? She doesn't want to talk about it. You have some people that say she has to carry some of the responsibility in this.
Right.
That's yes, but no. Meaning, like, if I don't know something, if I don't understand what I'm going through, if I don't understand that this is a cycle, if I don't understand that he's just gaslighting lighting my ass and got with his brother and say this is the best route to go, you start dating her, and she's got the cash, dump
Mhm.
the other chick. It's easy to fall in the trap. Now, I don't know if I'm being too light, because I've been accused of all of this. But Perry, do you understand what I'm saying? You have, if you don't
I
know,
No, I understand. Like when these situations come along, if you never experienced it or never fell in that hole,
yeah.
you'll look at it and say, "Well, shit, man, I see you in the hole. Why don't you just climb out?" Right? That's a simple thing. It's like, well, why do you keep going back in the hole if you know you can't get out?
Mhm.
But I have learned this over the years, and I think that both people do have carry responsibility in it, because at the beginning, whether she was a child actress, whatever, she chose to, pick that person to be with, whether she
Without
was that.
understanding
Right.
what was
Well, yeah,
coming her way.
right. I'm just saying, yeah, but that's where her responsibility go. And sometimes you can't use ignorance or fear as a reason to justify your responsibility, right? Does that make sense? Like I'm saying,
Let me explain it this way. If you steal my wallet out my back pocket, it
mhm,
is my responsibility to make sure that I secure my wallet.
yeah,
But I have no idea my best friend's gonna, you know,
right. I get it.
flip it out my pocket.
Right.
I'm very, very cautious before I down Keke. Maybe I am making excuses for her, but I'm not making excuses. I'm trying to explain to you guys what happens. Just like a drug addict doesn't want to be a drug addict, you don't go into things being a drug addict. You might do it now and then. Next thing you know, you need it.
Right.
So that's all. That's how I'm gonna describe DV, and all the people that, and it's mostly for me, the people that have been attacking me the last
Uh,
couple hours have been men, because they feel that women are manipulative and they're going through their experience. And yeah, some women are manipulative, But every case is a different situation. There's not one set rule for anything, any situation. So if you are a victim, you have a tendency to look at it as a victim through a victim's eyes. Or if you're a man that has been wronged by a liar, then you're going to think all women are a liar. So I need everybody to calm down and let's just find a happy medium and say not all women are manipulative liars, and not all women who suffer from DV understand what they're getting themselves into. So
Right.
I've been in situations like that, not with DV, but like, I don't know, I want to do something and then I realize I'm in over my head. Like, whoa, this is a lot.
I don't think people that get in a situation have the foresight to say, this is what's going to start happening to me. And if they could see that, would still choose to go into the relationship. I think they get into the relationships and then they start the experience what the other person
And
is
it comes
truly
on
like,
slow.
right? It comes
Right.
on slow, right? So now they got this situation. Well, this person is acting crazy on most, say 10% of the nights, right? The other 9 days he's fine. That one day out of 10. And I think a lot of people, when they get in these situations, it never happened to me, but I'm just saying, just looking around. So I might not be saying it clearly the right way, but this is my opinion of it, or how I feel about it at this moment, unless somebody can have me think another way. Um, I think that when bad things start to happen to these people, because it could be a man or a female,
Mhm.
On the opposite end, right?
Mhm.
So I think that they keep going back, trying to savage the good parts of the
Exactly.
relationship,
There you
right?
go. Exactly. That's
It's
why they go back.
it's the good part, and then with the belief, like, well, it could be financial, or like, what am I gonna do if I don't have this? It could be all these different things why they choose to go back. But they also go back, I think, thinking, okay, well, this person is gonna change.
Mhm.
He's not gonna keep doing it. I don't want to lose the good parts of him
Mhm.
or her. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
That's why I think people continue to keep
It's a
making that
cycle.
mistake.
It's a
Yeah.
cycle, and unless you've been in it, you don't understand it. I never been in it, but I studied it. I talked to therapists about it because we were doing a whole series on it when we were doing the Real Housewives of New Jersey. All right, so let's talk about this. So they get all these people together that are supposed to be friends and supporters. And let me tell you something too. Keke was really in over her head because she wasn't just dating Darius. That damn brother and the family
Hmm.
are in on it. They're in on it. When you sit down and make a calculated plan, let's go to all of our people and tell them this story that I didn't hit her, I was grabbing for the phone. You're in on it. So Keke isn't just dealing with one person, dealing with that damn family. Okay.
Right.
So anyway, so they went around and they got people to say that she's lying. She doesn't want to pay child support. He never put his hands on her. They were tussling over a phone. Tussling is bad enough too. Why I gotta tussle with you? If I tell you no, this is my phone, I'm not giving it to you, then that's what happened. I guess she was had some pictures in the phone, something like this. But don't put your hands on me. All right, let me go to this part right here. So the brother, Sharonius. I apologize if I'm saying it wrong. So the brother has this girlfriend. She also used, well, baby mama. She also used to be on the show Insecure. Dominique Perry. Perry is his baby's mother. Okay. Now, rumor has it that he is a so father. He parents when he wants to. She has a lot of complaints, and I have a feeling that Sharonius has gotten physical with Dominique also. It's a feeling that I get. I feel that when he deals with any woman, he puts their hands on them or scares the living daylights out of them. He's got a history of doing this. The mom said yesterday that Darius acts just like the brother, Sharonius, and that he's the leader. But anyway, so she was the ones coming out, I'm going to assume, yesterday, because I can't find the original posting, but this is what she posted today. She's trying to say that she supports Keke. She says, there was a repost of a post I made yesterday. There's a situation where you laugh to keep from crying. Let me give clarity. I would never laugh at anyone that is subject to DV, female or male. As it's known, abuse comes in different definitions, silence and physical. Only the people enduring the behavior truly understand the effect. Women have been manipulated, abused, lied on for centuries. And to put their head down for the fear of not being believed, we need to stop being afraid. I may not be the highest platform in my I might not be at the highest platform in my career just yet to be heard or support by the public, but whenever that time comes, everyone will listen. God is in control of my steps and I will respond accordingly. I will be vindicated in his timing. Pray for the abusers. The protected babies will always be fine. Now, let me tell you something. It's a feeling that I get, Dominique. You know more if you haven't even experienced it yourself. I feel that if there's anything that you've been through to support Keke's story, you need to come forward. If you know that that's how this family is, come forward. The girl that used to date Sharonius, Kaylin, Zahara, come forward. If you've been a victim yourself, come forward. Taylor Marie, the girl that used to date Darius, come forward. This is when it counts. You're not alone. Come forward. Have this feeling that these women know. These women have been through it too.
Right.
It's a horrible situation, but let's go over why I'm not just supporting Keke blindly. I told both stories. You said she didn't do it. You said you were tussling. You said she's lying. That's your story. I told her side of the story yesterday. She says otherwise. You came in, headed to the room, started tripping, wanting that phone. See you either texting somebody or have some pictures in there. But there's a difference between telling people stories equally. I told your story, but then I'm also going to let you know how I feel about it. What grown ass man, allegedly, never has a job
Yeah.
at 29?
Well,
No.
I would say a man that always had everything given to him, and they just feel like that's what the world's supposed to do. If their parents, as he was growing up, gave him everything, and he met a couple girls that gave him things, he figured that's what everybody's supposed to do. And I don't really get the point that he's saying that she's making all this up so she don't pay child support.
That makes no sense.
I don't. Why would she have to pay you child support? I mean, I'm not sure how they got custody. Is it 50-50?
Well, she has temporary custody now. They granted her temporary custody. Of course, they got to go through the courts and all of that stuff. But
Right.
I don't think any judge in their right mind, when they seen those tapes, let's just explain that too. How are the tapes? How are the still pictures that the public has seen lying? We seen this. We seen that. We seen her up in the air. I seen your hand over it.
Right.
Lies.
Yeah, and what you saying that is that like for people who say, "Oh, you don't really know what happened." No, I mean, no, we wasn't there. You wasn't there, but it gives you reasonable doubt to believe when people start producing pictures, unless you're gonna say they were self-inflicted. You know,
It's
in
not
this
gonna
whole
work.
situation, it's some common sense in there a little bit that you just add in. But like at the end of the day, Do we totally know how it went down? No, we don't.
But you
But
know what? You
if we would,
said something, Perry. You
huh?
said it's common sense. These two, in my opinion, have been getting away with this for so damn long that they think that cockamamie story is going to work. They think all we have to say is, no, we were tussling over the phone. No,
Right?
it's not. No, 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 no. It's past that at this point. You guys
It's
have been exposed.
it's that, and then also, people. It's a pattern with people like that. Like a beater, whether it's a female or a guy. No, that's what they do, but nobody want to be exposed for it, right?
Right, right,
They can
right,
do it
right.
behind closed doors. They don't want the world to see.
Hmm,
Oftentimes,
hmm.
I think they go through this, and then they form this situation in their mind where, when a situation come up, they learn this tactic. If we can shame this person,
Yeah, that's what
it
they're
would it would
doing.
it would
That's
keep
what.
this
That's it, Perry.
it would keep this person from speaking.
That's it.
Yeah,
That's
and
it.
I understand what you were saying. Like, if previous people in the past experienced the same thing,
Hmm,
it's probably a reason why they didn't come forward out of shame
hmm.
or felt like nobody would believe them. But that's even more reason when you see it happen to somebody else to say, "Hey, I've been there. I know how I feel," and you come and explain your part. This person, I mean, now you can stick up for somebody else when
Hmm,
you didn't have nobody to stick up for you, or
hmm.
you felt like you didn't have nobody. So that's why most people stay quiet about it, I think.
It didn't make any sense till you said it right now. What they're doing is trying to shame the victim into silence. They shame you into silence. Good job, Perry. They shame you
Yeah.
into silence. But anyway, it's wasting. You're wasting your time at this point because the police reports were so the court paperwork was so specific. I feel like I don't have to read it again. Lining up with the stills that we seen, it just makes sense. The public is mostly, not all, mostly on Keke's side. But anyway, let me just so people are starting to go through his old social media. Child, this is really, really no. The public is there. Most people are not supporting him. You have some that are, but I just found this before I came on the air that people were saying that he posted this in his past. I don't support DV, but I am not surprised that $1 million athletes get in trouble because bitches are stupid.
Wow.
That's the kind of man we're dealing with. That's the kind of man we're dealing with. It's bad. It's bad. Perry, really quickly, we've been talking damn near
Uh-huh.
30 minutes. What do you think Keke should do? And is she going back? She told us to stay out her business.
Well, yeah, you know, some people, even when they go through it, don't have it in them to try to ruin somebody else, even though at the same time they want to distance themselves from that person. Okay, maybe she said mind your business. I mean, maybe she's not using opportunity like a person that's trying to shame you
Mhm,
might take the social media to try to change the narrative, right?
mhm, mhm,
Some people just like, well, hey, I know this happened to me. I really don't want to be talking about it. I want to just move forward. Maybe she's coming from that standpoint. I don't know, but I just feel like this. No, I do not know whether she's telling the 100% truth or he is, right? I don't know.
mhm.
But when people start taking certain actions, getting restraining orders, and no, I don't think nobody's getting a restraining order for no damn child support. If you need to come better than that, when you start showing me still pictures of bruises, right?
So she is taking a step now, but will she go back?
I now that we don't know. That you sort of don't know. But at this point, she ain't really been back with him since. Because didn't he
October.
act a fool? He acted a fool when she was at the Usher
Usher.
concert, right?
Mhm. She
And
went back though. She went back
she went
after
back to
the
him.
Usher,
Okay,
and
well,
she didn't tell her mother about it for a long time.
okay. Look, let me say this. Maybe she won't because before she never went and took out a restraining order. Now, taking out a restraining order, do it mean you necessarily won't go back? Women or men don't take out restraining orders, cancel the restraining order, and have went back. So it's no way of telling whether she would or not. Hopefully, when a person, if it's all true and a person go through this, they learn and say, hey, you know what? I'm not putting myself back in that situation.
I'm going to say this. It's no guarantee. We don't know. But if it should happen, that's a part of the cycle, everybody. It's a part of the cycle. High Vibe says, you notice the first thing his friends mentioned is him not receiving child support. That was that plan, that was their plan the whole time. Yeah. So I did a deep dive yesterday. They specifically, him and the brother, decided he should go with Keke because Keke had the most money. Hi, Bonji. She said, I believe Keke. Doesn't matter who started. Protect women. The brothers can't bamboozle us with their light-skinned asses. Justice for Keke. Justice for Keke. Justice for Leo.
Yeah.
The child. This is sad. I hate talking about it. It's very, very sad. I wanted to say something to the younger women. No. Women, period. Okay. Some men have it down to a science to, what's the word I'm looking, romanticize, cuddle, to really make you believe them and fall in love with them. Some men have it down to a science. They think it's funny. It's called running game. Some men run game really, really good. Because I want to assume Ernesto had to be running a good game for Shirley Strawberry to stay with his dumb ass. Some men have it down to a science. And there's this rapper. I don't even know how to say his name. Jidena, Jidnna. Let me put this up here.
What'd he do?
Well, he came out and talked about how he used to be one of these men and what we should look out for. Let me play this.
Women of their baby making years, dragging them along. They built me up. Look at me now. And look at them. If you are creative, I folded you into my artwork. If you were in my artwork, I gave you a job. I gave you a job. I mastered your life. I gave you a house, food, everything you needed. I protected and provided for you. I did what men are supposed to do. You know, I remember different quotes I said, like, just like really manipulative things to say, like, no one's gonna love you the way I do. My God, I'm ashamed of it. And that's what makes me angry when I see my brothers do that. We can't do that to the women that have done so much for us to even exist. And I saw myself for the first time. All the things I'm saying now, woo, horror. Bit by bit, I stripped myself of my former self. And I swore that the next relationship that I would get in, I would work as hard at love as I worked in my career.
I thought that was down to the science. Some men have it down to a science.
Well, yeah, let's say, okay, just a defensive men. Some people.
Okay.
It's on both sides. No, I mean,
no, you're right. I'm looking at it through a woman's eyes.
Yeah. People will say, why are you picking one? No, people. Instead of actually
predators,
loving a person and really wanting to do their things, they act, they front, they display that, hey, I'm this person. Instead of just truly, like, you know how you get somebody can just go into crime and be really smart at it instead of using it for good?
Good, yeah.
It's sort of like that,
yeah,
I think.
Yeah. Honest, though, you've got people out there that prey on the innocent, the weak, the naive. So, you know, I'm going to ask you this, Perry. So there are people out there that say that, listen, Keke's to blame too. She could have left a long time ago. Is it the mother's responsibility? Does the mother play a role in her daughter's naivete?
Look, I don't even like to go that deep with it.
Yeah.
I mean, because then we can blame everything. Then we can blame her grandmother, great grandmother, right? You just did me on a path. Like, nobody that I know
Mhm.
have lived a perfect life from birth.
Mhm.
Most people in general have issues, have problems, have to deal with things, right? But I think as you become an adult,
Mhm.
like I would say for myself, was my father the best father? No. Am I ashamed of a lot of things my fathers did? Yes. I can repeat it or I can go the opposite way. I
Went
chose
down.
the opposite, right? So at a certain point, as an adult, you have to, I mean, you have to take accountability, right?
Mhm.
And just because a person got treated bad, they should know how it feel to be treated that way.
Mhm.
Then why are you repeating it? Now, going back to the question you asked me, do I think the mother have to take care? I mean, is the mother fault? No, at the end of the day, um, is Keke got to be accountable. Now, is she if all this video stuff and the still pictures is true, I'm not blaming her for that. I'm just saying take accountability because once a person
No,
gets,
no, no. Take accountability. Keke, learn. Let's learn from the past.
well, I know, but when I'm saying accountability, okay, when I say both people had something to do with it, if a person did something to me and I didn't do nothing about it, then he do it again, and I keep going back, I'm sort of allowing it, right? Instead of setting a boundary there. So I mean, you got to take somewhat of accountability for it, right? If that makes sense. No.
I don't like to use the word accountability. I just say, Keke, you got to get stronger. You got to learn. And, I'm going to pray for you. It's a hard thing to do. It's a cycle. It's a cycle. And
Right.
I just hope you get better. And
I
hi,
understand.
Jennifer.
I understand what you're saying, Sherelle, but I think the best learning tool in most people's life is taking accountability. Because when you take accountability, you accept what you could have did wrong.
So you want her to take accountability. What do you want her to say to herself?
No, no, no. I'm just saying she got that knowledge that yeah, this person could have been a beast, but I sort of allowed it. I cannot put myself back in this situation. I'm not, I'm just saying. Like I said, I
Yeah.
never really dealt with that kind of stuff, but
Yeah.
and I'm not the best person at explaining something.
I'm going to pray for Keke. I'm going to pray for Darius. You need some help. And Sharonius, whatever your name is, you need some help. Hold on, I'm getting these. Let me see. Hi, Sherelle and Perry. I missed you. We missed you too. Hey, Chad, I missed you too. So happy to be back. Schmoopy hopes to be back soon. Schmoopy is going through a lot right now, as we know. Our mod is Jewish and has a lot of family in Israel, and we know war is ugly.
Yeah, things
War
is
is
yeah
ugly, and
bad over there.
she's got to be. And we're thinking about you, Schmoopy, and your family. Just this. Ah, that's
Yeah,
another bad situation. You're in our prayer, Schmoopy, and we hope your family. You know,
it's good.
yeah, it's good. It's
Yeah,
bad. People are groomed in DV just like a cult. That's right, Queen. Just like a cult. So I don't know, unless you've been through it. I haven't been through it, but been around it or know the signs to look for. Just like that guy said, some of these people are master manipulators. It's just bad. It's just bad all around. Now, I wanted to say this really quickly before I leave because I running out of time. I want to talk about the Jenny Mai and the Young Jeezy situation. Now, I just decided to talk about this right before I went on. So Young Jeezy did an interview with the beautiful Nia Long, and they're talking about relationships and problems in their lives. So Nina Long asked Jeezy, "Did you do everything to save your marriage?" And he said, "Yes." They went to counseling. Now, what? Jeezy, you never said that before. You never said that you went to counseling. According to the rumors, Jeannie was blindsided by the whole situation. And, you just
yeah.
decided one day that you've had enough because, the cultural differences. I have a feeling this divorce is going to get ugly. We know that Jeannie Mai isn't playing. She's coming in with the power of attorneys. Do you think he went to counseling, Perry? So Jeannie said, calling him a liar. She said Jeezy is lying.
No, I mean personally, I don't think he went to counseling. I think he did self-counseling.
I don't think you went to counseling either. Like, you went to counseling? When did you go to counseling? This is gonna be ugly. It's a mess. You
Because
guys,
he didn't say couple counseling, right? Where she was with him.
no, she didn't say couple. She just
So,
said
I mean,
counseling.
typically, like I'm just keeping it real. Like I don't know if he really went to counseling or not. He said he did, but my guess would be you did self-counseling.
You're trying to help out Jeezy because that's a lie. She said counseling and everything you could to
Save it.
save it. Someone said Jeannie never cheated. Okay, so there's a rumor going around. So I kind of know where it came from. It could be true. I don't know, but they're saying that Jeannie cheated, and then they have all these different names. One of the people were Mario.
Yeah, I heard that too, but
I don't know. I don't know. I don't
see,
know.
you know what though, for real. I mean, I haven't seen enough proof to say she cheated, right? I just don't see enough proof that she said he cheated.
Megan is a mess. Megan! In my opinion, Jeezy and Nia smashed after the interview. Y'all are messy. Y'all are messy. Let's see. Jeannie said they went to counseling. She did? Okay, well, I didn't hear that. Thank you, Fuller, for clearing that up for me. I really didn't hear that because I'm thinking, why is Jeezy lying? Is it Mario married? Yeah, he is. I just don't know. I don't know.
Well,
She filed a police report showing a pattern. That's important. Yeah.
right.
I mean, I personally believe Keke. That's just my own personal belief. I'm not telling you guys to believe Keke because I feel like because I do, and if you support Darius, you're entitled to your opinion. But tell me why. If you support Darius, you're entitled to your opinion. I don't think you're wrong, and I'm always right. But why? Why are we supporting? Why would you support him? I just want to know. What does accountability look like in this case? She filed a restraining order. Come on, Luanda's got it. I don't think you meant accountability. I think you're saying that you hope that Keke has a real conversation with herself. And you have to tell yourself, I cannot allow this again.
Right. And then you have to tell yourself.
He comes to me crying because remember he held a GUN to his head. This man is willing to do anything. Right. He's a master manipulator.
And no, and let me try to explain this another way. I mean, because I don't want people to take it the wrong way. Like I said, I never really experienced this stuff. But at the same time, when I say accountability, I'm not saying that she is the bad person out of this. I'm just saying if he did it once and she went back, take accountability that I made the mistake of continually going back. And I can't keep putting myself in harm's way like that. That's what I'm just trying to say to a certain degree.
So remember when Vanessa Reiser came on the show, she's a therapist. We talked to, what's the name of that therapist that we talked to that helped, that was on Will and Jada's show? Oh my God, my favorite therapist. I cannot think of her name. That talk about, these are professional women that know narcissist behavior, narcissist relationships, the cycle of abuse. You don't know, you don't see. You know how when you're young and you might think, I don't know, you make mistakes and you just don't know. Keke just didn't know what she was getting into. Remember, she had the conversation with Steve Harvey. Steve Harvey was telling her, you don't date a broke man because you have so much to contribute. She still didn't listen. She just didn't, she's in over her head. I'm not trying to, she's in over her head. And when you're in over her head, like you don't know.
Well, no, I mean, you're basically, you ain't really seeing clearly.
Dr. Romney, that's the lady we talked to.
And you really, truly don't know what to do. But it seems like she's heading in the right direction.
Let's pray. Let's pray.
I know. I'm saying, well, I mean, because you never know, right?
You never know.
But what I'm saying is, it seems like it. Because sometimes you see a person in the same thing that don't take a step forward. You're like, well, they stand in the same pattern. When you start reaching out, it's like she's trying to help herself be rid of him. Like restraining orders, it says something. And I don't think she's that calculated that over this time trying to work things out with him, that she would just make all these pictures up, all these videos, and then go get a restraining order just to keep paying some damn child support. Now, it seemed like your motive was crushed because your unemployed ass wanted some funds coming in. That's what it sounded like to me.
Yeah. I mean, he's terrible. And so is Saronius, the brother, Sharonus. He's terrible. Please, the next job Jeannie had with the man slept with, don't talk nonsense for clickbait. What does that mean? The next job Jeannie had with the man she slept with. Oh, they think that Jeannie's been cheating. Well,
I don't get it.
I don't know. I don't think Jeannie was cheating. I think this divorce is going to turn ugly, and divorce turns people into people you never knew. So Jeannie has to protect herself. Jeezy got to protect his, and it's going to get a mess. It's two sides to every story, but abuse is abuse. She's not putting her hands on him. That's true. This is real. Keke has been through a lot. She is not putting her hands on him. And you know what? I think he would have a whole different outlook on life if somebody was putting their hands on his punk ass. It just pisses me. I don't mean to cuss. Sorry. I mean, I can't. Most women go back thinking it would be better. Steve Harvey don't know another. Her mom and sister was upstairs. He attacked her.
Yep.
No, I can't imagine.
And I do believe that, right? I think that it's a pattern. Like somebody had said earlier, like manipulation is like a code where they groom you into it. They get into your psyche. And then when they do all this crazy shit to you, then next week, I'm so sorry. You know, I love you. And, you know, I'm not going to do this again. I do see what I did wrong. And the person feel like, hey, you know what? This person was part of my life. And maybe it's that 10% that you don't like about him. But it's other things when he's not in that mode that you wish that you can salvage it, right?
When in the love bombing stage, he's probably the best.
Right.
Yeah. But he don't stay in that stage all the time. Jeezy cheated. He a leaver. Y'all, I'm putting Jeezy the cheater.
You know what? Though? Let me tell you my opinion on this Jeezy thing. I ain't seen enough proof, and I don't have no proof either. I'm just telling you what I think from all the stuff. I haven't seen enough proof that Jenny cheated. Jeannie, right? I don't see enough proof that she cheated. And I just think that relationship, he became tired. Right? You know, you can force yourself in a relationship and you think you want to be with this person. And after a year or two, you're like, shit, man, I don't even want to go home no more. That's why I think he was. Now, has he cheated? I don't say he probably, you know, once he don't file these papers. And I mean, when you get to that point,
Harry, you are a mess. You are a mess.
He been digging somewhere, put it that way.
Didi says, yep, the narcissist abuse cycle. It's a cycle of abuse. So listen, I hate doing stories like these about Keke, but it's real life. Pray that things get better for her and her son. Darius, you need help. So I'm praying for you too. Saronius, you need to go get some help too, because you are a conspirator in this whole thing. To come out the way you did yesterday and disrespect the mother, it's just unbelievable. So all I can say is that I will pray for Keke. I will pray for you, Keke. Darius, child, you got yourself into this. Get out of it.
And prayers out for her too. I mean, just be strong and hope that she's strong enough to do what's best for Keke and their kid. You know what I'm saying?
And mom and family, thanks for having Keke's back. So important that you have a support system. So like I said, you guys, we don't like doing these videos. We love to laugh and have fun, but sometimes you got to get serious. And this is one of those times. So you guys, please be gentle in the comment section. You know, if you don't believe Keke, at least respect what she went through. It's pretty bad. All right, you guys. Hopefully we'll be back on tomorrow. We haven't been on all week, so I'm trying to go on every day this week and have good things to talk about, and hopefully it'll be, a good story. But at least she has custody of the baby right now. So
Yeah.
all right, you guys, take us out, Perry.
Fuck this shit, I'm
Bye,
out.
everybody.
Everybody enjoy your
Fuck this
weekend.
shit, I'm